Hi Virgo, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Chandler and this is your intuitive energy reading for this week. It's so good to see you guys. It is not Earth Sign Thursday. I'm getting a little bit of a late start on this reading, but I trust that it arrives to you in divine right timing. Virgo, as I was settling into your energy, I did feel, okay, it was very strong. Whatever you guys are working on, I feel like you are, really, really holding true to, first of all, I'm hearing like performance, okay? It has a very work ethic type of vibe, but I think even deeper, it's about what you believe, or it's about what you know, okay? Holding true, or going for the gold. It's something that you really, really, really want, okay, or you're holding out for, but you're waiting, okay, and you're kind of watching, and that's a different energy for you, okay? Because typically I feel like Virgos are like go-getters. If there's something you want done, you kind of do it yourself kind of energy. But, now that we're in Virgo season, a lot of you have a lot going on, okay? You're maybe celebrating a new year of your life. And you might have new goals attached to those significant dates for you, whether it be this week or next. I'm sensing that some things may be changing for you or around you, and I think it has more of an internal effect on you. It has more of an internal effect on you, okay? Maybe you're realizing some things. Maybe you're seeing things differently. Maybe your interests are changing. But it does seem like you might have to wait for the opportunity, okay? Seize the moment is coming up. There could be a moment. There could be a day. There could be a time. But you're not doing anything, okay? I really feel this strong energy of it's just that. It's just like you're waiting. You're waiting. Let's see if we can't unpack this a little bit more, you guys. Is Virgo waiting for an answer? Clarity. Virgo's waiting on clarity. Clarity on something. God, you guys, this is ridiculous. I almost want to put this back because this freaking unicorn, has been coming out for every earth sign. I think Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo got this, right? I don't know. Well, maybe, no, Taurus didn't get this. Capricorn did, so you may have a connection there. But look, we have the unicorn and the maiden. I mean, this is crazy, okay? It's come up all day long for every reading I've done. All right, so the unicorn and the maiden, communication with unicorn, purification, and undercover action. So I kind of giggle when it says communication with a unicorn, because no, it doesn't mean that you're actually talking to a unicorn, but the essence of a unicorn is very pure. It's very honest. It's very bold. It's very blunt. It's very to the point, okay? And I'm even hearing execution. So like something that you're waiting, you're really planning on executing in a very stealthy way, in a very precise way. Precise coming up very specifically for you guys. But needless to say, as we have, gosh, and I wish I had the word for this horn, because the unicorn horn is not called a unicorn horn. There is a different name for it altogether, but the horn coming out of its third eye is quite literally divine communication, divine insight, or telepathy, okay? Very strongly connecting the dots in your mind, or even more specifically through your spirituality. Wow, I cannot talk. Through your spirituality, or your knowing of something, right? I feel like whatever it is, you feel very strongly about this, and you need to execute it perfectly. There's some action, all right? Some action, and maybe it is secret. Maybe it is something that you're not saying, okay? And I feel like me as the reader, I don't even know what this is. Like, I can usually sense if it's a relationship, if you're waiting on communication from someone, but it feels more vast than that. I can usually sense if it's like information or business related, but it's more intimate and connected than that, okay? So there's something that quite literally you may not want anyone to know about, all right? You may just want to be like, none of your business, okay? And that's kind of what I feel, but we have a number 10 too, which is a cycle. So whatever you are coming to, whatever you are becoming aware of or executing, does have the potential to bring you into an entirely different chapter. I mean, it does have that power attached to it. It really does. Something that's very special to you, something that you really want. It's definitely a very strong interest of yours. Let's see if we can't get one more, you guys. Very interesting. I am intrigued. Oh, what? All right, Virgo. All right, Virgo. I see how you operate, little boy blue. I don't know why I can't talk, you guys. You're not meant to talk this week. You're not meant to talk this week, okay? So zip it. None your business. That's your mantra this week. Little boy blue is a 26, firstly, okay? So that breaks down to an 8, and this is about destiny, success, and karma. All right, but I have a very specific feeling from this card that it's something that you're manifesting. Okay, this is a new beginning that you're manifesting. But it again, Virgo, it has the potential. It has the potential here to change your life. It has the potential to change your life. And depending on where you are, what you're currently doing, I think that you kind of recognize, okay, the weightiness to this opportunity, which is maybe why you're wanting to execute it perfectly. You know, there's something that you're just so zoned in on. There's something that you are just so focused on, but you're not talking about it. And I think that focus, that purity of mind is truly manifesting something for you, and it could be very long term. Little Boy Blue is such a cute card. I mean, I wish this baby was like real so I could just squeeze it and hold and hug it. It is like, it makes your heart sing. It makes you feel vulnerable. It makes you feel kind of flighty and excited. It could be love, you know, where we have the roses and this sort of romantic essence. It could be love. It could be a future with someone. You could be getting news that you're pregnant this week. But Little Boy Blue, I think, is even more significant to a spiritual transformation, a paradigm shift, a new chapter in your life that is going to bring success. Whatever you're doing, Virgo, it is very eluding. It's the weirdest feeling for you guys. Very mysterious energy. I'm just going to say that. It's mysterious. I cannot pinpoint what it is you're doing. But I think even more specifically, that's meant to be. Like, if I were an outsider and looking at a Virgo, it's not meant for my eyes. It's not meant for my knowledge. Okay? It feels almost like top secret, guys. Okay, so whatever you're doing, whoever is watching me, it does feel it feels like sensitive content. All of these sort of secret agent, you know, keywords are coming up. So you're doing something that's very important to you, but you're not saying anything. You're doing this in private, okay? So with Dreams Come True, Return of the Soul, you could have had dreams about this. You could have had this in the works for years, okay, potentially. Though when it comes, I think it also remarks upon the years you're going to spend devoted to it. Whenever we see a baby, it's like you got to walk the baby, you got to feed the baby, you got to protect the baby, you got to birth the baby. It requires a lot of work. It requires dedication, okay? Which is maybe why, again, there's such a weightiness to this, because it has that potential there to maybe affect years to come for some of you. And Return of the Soul, I mean, there could be something very special here about maybe a soul mate, a soul connection, a spiritual union, or something that inherently is a soul purpose for you, okay? Very cool energy, Virgo. I would say this may be the coolest energy that I've felt all week. And I say that like such a nerd. You're so cool, Virgo. This is such cool energy. It really is. It is kind of mystical, mysterious, elusive, very like secret. I'm even hearing like top notch. You may be at the top of your game. Maybe at the top of your game about something like this. You know, top notch, top secret. Like, there's something going on, Virgo. Something going on. Let's dive a little bit deeper into this, Virgo. You guys know I love you. This will be for you if you have a sun, moon, rising, or Venus in the sign of Virgo. I may or may not have said that already. Cross watchers, feel free to switch up or reverse the roles if you're checking in on a Virgo love. I may be speaking with you directly, okay? So energy is fluid, so play around with the characteristics. They can be switched around to serve your storyline. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Of course, this is a general reading. It won't work for everyone, but if it does resonate, don't forget to like and subscribe. I would love to have you back next week. My readings are not date specific, so if you find something you like in this reading, feel free to take a look back at my previous readings. There may be something in there for you as well. Show me what I need to see for Virgo. Show me what I need to see for Virgo. Closing out a cycle, and I feel like, okay, this is even more specific, you guys. Something that you're executing perfectly is because there's a little bit of a tension there. It is a little bit of a tension. And what I feel like is this is your knowingness of what karma is actually meant for you or what you deserve. And maybe there are several people around you that don't agree with this. Maybe you have some opinions that you just would rather dodge. Okay, that's, there's something about this, and it is good karma, it is deserved, and it is revolving around a long-term cycle. Maybe you're eloping, guys, I don't know. What is this energy for Virgo? Let's see. Show me the core energy for Virgo, please, this week. Whoa, okay, wow. All right, Virgo, hopefully none of your people are watching this reading because we may actually discover, what you're being all hush-hush about this week. But with this card, I kind of have an idea. All right, I kind of have an idea. We're gonna get into it now. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So this is the inability to leave a situation. At least at the moment. At least at the moment. So listen, Virgo, I feel like this is what you're planning. This is what you're planning. Okay, you guys. So you're planning on an escape route, right? You're getting out of Dodge. You're doing it in secret. You're making an escape plan, right? Exiting in the fire lane, right? You're just, whatever. You guys know what I mean. You're making a quick and very swift exit, okay? Dodging the chaos or dodging the stuff. But I feel like you're unable to leave right now. Okay, we have 2 8s on the board. We have 2 8s. Which equally means, and maybe this is where your stress or the tension is coming from, that until you leave, this new beginning can't begin, right? That until you leave, this manifestation can't happen. And I think you know that. I think you know that. Okay, but we'll look at this. With the Eight of Cups in this deck, it has a much different meaning than the traditional. Okay, so the traditional is typically, head held down, not really sure of where you're going or what you're going to do, and you're kind of remorsefully leaving something behind. That's not the feeling behind this card at all. When I see this card, it is typically that you're leaving for personal growth, something that you're very excited about, or something that you deserve, or that you have to do. And it's not born out of fear, and it doesn't foster attachment. Okay, that is even the bigger. That is the bigger feeling. It does not foster attachment. In fact, I think you're doing this out of desire. I think you're doing this out of choice. But listen, Virgo, I don't know the circumstances, but it just doesn't feel like you can right now. It doesn't feel like you can right now. Listen to my voice. I'm even whispering to you. There's no one around me right now. But it feels like that. It feels like sensitive content. Feels like sensitive content, okay? Show me what else I need to see for Virgo. Plus, this is an emotional attachment, but it isn't involving your emotions. Ooh. Virgo, you're not leaving because of other people. You're not leaving because other people have attachments. Let's see. Queen of Wands and Nine of Swords. Okay, Virgo, here's where it gets real. Here is where it gets real. So, you have a relationship, or at the very least, someone surrounding you who would be real mad if they were to know what you were up to. But the Queen of Wands in reverse, okay, firstly, this is Aries, I almost said Libra, Leo, or Sagittarius energy. But it just seems like, Virgo, you may be involved with someone like this. Someone may see you like this, okay? But it's causing them a lot of grief, either to know that this situation is kind of slowly turning toxic, that it's just, it's not really... This Queen of Wands is kind of giving me, like, the bitch face a little bit. Like, they kind of are unhappy with you, I think, Virgo. They're very unhappy with you. Okay, but for whatever reason, you feel attached, or that you feel like you don't want to make them more unhappy. But it's causing you a lot of grief. This nine of Swords is not being able to handle any more bullshit, lies, deceit, betrayal. It's giving you nightmares. It's making you unrested, anxious, really anxious. Like, this person, they are pushing the envelope a little too much. I just feel this festering energy. Like, they know full well that there's a lack of emotional reciprocity. They know full well that there's a lack of love in the relationship, potentially. But the Queen of Wands doesn't care here. The Queen of Wands is angry at whatever has happened, potentially in the past, or they know that you are keeping something from them, which is only making them more angry. And so that's what they're telling me. They're like, I'm just fucking pissed off. I'm just pissed off, and I want what I want, Let's see if we can't get any more. Four of Coins. This is so clear, Virgo. You feel like you can't leave this person. Gosh, what are these circumstances? You guys started out with the best energy, and it is still the best energy. I mean, I will say, despite the tarot cards that we've recently pulled, this energy from the fairies says, no, Virgo, this was meant for you. This was your destiny. Who the hell do they think they are, making Virgo think that they can't leave or do anything about this? It's an obstacle. It's an obstacle. And they're pushing you, Virgo. Holy cow. Virgo, I swear this has come up so much today. It's come up so much this week. We have this person clearly being a ball and chain. Clearly being a ball and chain. They don't want you. Clearly, there's no reason to stay. But for whatever reason, they are the ball and chain that won't let you go. They are the ball and chain that is angry enough, pissed off enough, that they're willing to manipulate the situation for Virgo, potentially. Now, the devil is an addiction. It is a habit. It is manipulation. It is feeling stuck while you hold the key. And so the devil energy will manipulate you into thinking that you have no options when you actually do. Or there could be just something divinely put in your way as an obstacle for a lesson that you have yet to truly finalize with this situation. Okay, so the devil wants you to really think, not think because I can see that this person is already causing you a lot of angst, but to know, right? The devil is in your head. The devil is what you make it. And so you could be making this issue a little bit more complicated than it actually is, or giving this person more power than they actually have. I mean, deep down, this does show me this person is deathly afraid of you leaving. Oh. But they know it. They know it, which is kind of the kicker. And it's this little fiasco that's out playing because they either don't want you to leave, know what you want to know, or find out what they're keeping from you. They don't want you to stop playing their game, because as soon as you stop playing the Queen of Wands game, they got nothing. They got nothing. And so that's the attachment energy that I'm feeling, is like they only have power over you as long as you stay. They only have power over you as long as you give it to them. And that's why it's festering or fostering this attachment energy. This person feels parasitic. Ugh. Virgo, no wonder you want to leave. It feels parasitic. It feels like they drain you, they just take. They are a ball and chain, Virgo. My goodness. Let's unpack this a little bit more, Virgo. Show me what I need to see for Virgo. Oh boy. Whoa. Okay, so look at this. The Five of Cups and the Fool. Scorpio energy, Aquarian, Aries energy. I think deep down, Virgo, you know you have to go. You know you have to leave, you know? But I know that you're also contemplating this because it could be a leap of faith, you know? You could be, you know, doing this in secret because you don't want to disappoint anyone when in actuality, when you leave, someone will be disappointed, and that's just the reality of it. That's just the reality of it. And we have the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck, so you truly are going for your happiness here. I really feel that, Virgo. You shouldn't feel ashamed or bad for leaving this situation because I can clearly see it is so toxic. Look at these 3 cards. Look at these 3 cards. I mean, this is how it feels. This is how it feels. Like, it's just a masquerade to them. It's just a dance. And, like, once the dance is over, you feel empty and you feel lost and you just feel drained. You know, that energy is just so draining. I don't even want to look at it. So then we have the Five of Cups, which is you realizing that you're going to have to disappoint someone. You're going to have to disappoint someone. You're going to have to get to the point of the matter, you know, because whatever this energy is, I really feel like it may not even be personal to this person. They may not know what they do. They may not know they have energy attachments. They may not know that this is a parasitic energy, you know. I'm even hearing, oh my gosh, that is so ruthless. I don't need to say that. But with the Five of Cups and the Fool, it is leaving. It is taking the leap of faith, even though you know that there will be some disappointment, you know, but I'm feeling this quick recovery. I really am, because the next 2 cards are about recovery. But firstly, the Fool. Okay, so Aquarian, Arian energy. This is about starting new, fresh cycle. But it's also about what you were made to do, right? Something that it might literally be in your destiny blueprint to do, okay, if that helps encourage you at all. Because this is purifying your thoughts, you know? This is starting anew. This is something that was destined or in your blueprint, babe, little boy blue. It's in your blueprint, okay? So the Fool, whenever I see an Aquarian energy, I think, all right, you're taking those lower vibrations and saying to hell with it, to hell with the consequences, to hell with how people perceive me, because that is what this is. I feel seriously like your movements are rooted in perception, and that's what you're mostly afraid of, is how this person will perceive you. You know, for some of you there could be other logistics, but I don't feel strongly like it has anything to do with money. I don't feel strongly like this person actually has any power over you. The devil is a facade. It's an illusion. It's actually a lie. It's a lie. Yeah, and I feel like this isn't the first time this person has lied to you. You know, there could be other lies where this person just easily emotionally manipulates the situation. They've been able to tug at your heartstrings. They've been able to pull on your mind, keep you distracted, hide things from you even. You know, take this as it resonates. But I do feel like with this Scorpionic, Arian, Aquarian energy, you have to start a new cycle altogether. And I think that's something that you are embracing this week, but in a very realistic way. It is sad. It is sad because I feel like you don't want to disappoint someone. That's what I feel from this energy. It's like you just don't want to disappoint someone. But then with the Fool, you're kind of singing your song again. Like it could be like literally night and day. It could be like, oh, I forgot the way my own voice sounded when I stuck up for myself. Oh, I forgot, you know, that I have an option here, even though it may be a very humble beginning, or I may be starting off with absolutely no expectations or plan. It's something that you know inherently you have to do. That's the Aquarian energy, change maker. But Four of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, this is showing the angst, okay? This is showing the angst, you guys. Let me take a drink of water. right as I looked at this card, you guys, my voice just started to crack. It started to not be as confident. I started to get distracted and like kind of breathy. Okay, that's the way that this energy is making me feel. And for whatever reason, this person I feel like scares you. This person I feel like scares you. And it's okay. It's okay if they make you a little nervous. But remember, it's like, it's not real. That's the only thing this person has going for them, I promise you. It's all a game. It's all a game. It's a competition energy. And so they just don't want you to see things clearly. They just don't want you to have a voice. And I feel like the more we work through this energy, the more you begin to realize, I have a voice. I have a song that this person hasn't helped me sing and definitely hasn't enabled you. They maybe enabled you in other ways, right? Deterred you. Because the Four of Swords and the Wheel, this is slowly, year by year, day by day, or opportunity by opportunity, feeling this shrinking effect, and your voice will begin to shrink, and your karma will begin to shrink, or this relationship will begin to shrink. And that's the way the devil plays, is it always gets worse before it gets better. And it simply depends on the amount of your resistance, okay? The amount of ill will, mistrust, or deception that you're willing to put up with before you leave, okay? Before you unlock yourself from this devil energy. So I feel like with this energy, it's very clear, because you haven't communicated, or because you're having to keep in secret about this plan, it is getting like tighter and tighter between you two. It is getting tighter and tighter, or harder and harder in this situation before things just open. You know, with this wheel, it has to fully close. This is a 10. It has to fully close. And maybe, you know, this is what you already are very aware of, because we have 2 10s, right? And a new beginning coming up for you regarding your success and your good karma. But you're having to experience quite a bit of negative karma through this lesson and with this person. It's okay, you know, we all get involved in relationship like this. You know, it's not something you should really beat yourself up about, but it is something that you have to really be aware of and realize and execute perfectly, or get straight to the point, because this person, I feel like, is a serious time waster. They're a bullshit artist. That's what I feel like. They're a bullshit artist. They just want to waste your time and deter you from your happiness. You know, the 3 of Cups oftentimes will denote third-party relationships. And, you know, the Queen of Wands is the mistress. She's very rarely ever the wife. You know what I mean? Like, they have a certain strategy, okay? And especially if you're a male, it's a strategy. It is a manipulation. It is a coercion, okay? We have the 3 of Cups, the Moon, which is secrets, okay? We have the Empress to follow, and then the High Priestess. A lot of divine, feminine, lovely water energy coming up, okay, to follow this energy. 10 of Coins, Ace of Cups. All of this is regarding love. So some of you could be leaving this situation for a new love. Some of you could be, you know, closing out this cycle, ending this chapter, watching this kingdom, you know, this kingdom burn with this person in complete silence without closure. That could be the strategy for some of you, you know, executing it perfectly, just like leaving the scene altogether. Totally depends on your situation. Maybe you are dealing with a physically violent person. You know, when we see the Queen of Wands, they like to act like they're not afraid, to be very aggressive. Well, in essence, their aggression is the extent they have to go to hide their inferiority. And I really, truly feel like once we get down to the bottom of this energy, that's what it is. You're dealing with a really anxious, highly insecure person who has trauma or wounding from previous relationships, potentially. They don't know how to listen. they're not reflective. I mean, all of these, there's just such intuition coming through for you, Virgo, which I think is just coming through to validate your truer feelings about this person, because it's obvious that you are very aware of this, but that for whatever reason you don't want to disappoint them, you don't want to leave, having caused any damage, but at the end of the day, they are damaging you potentially, or they are taking from you, which, Virgo, it's okay that you are a very caring person. It's okay that you care about this person. But I think that this week is going to be a very significant week for you to really decide upon whether you should really be with this person. You can care for this person. You can care for a person and not be with them. Some people come into our life where we really care for them, we fall in love with them, we want to be with them, but at the end of the day, we aren't good for each other. That's the kind of energy that I feel. We aren't good for each other. This relationship didn't work. They betrayed you, or they lied, or they manipulated to some extent, and it kind of robbed you of further happiness. Okay, so I really do see you realizing this very distinctly. Someone out there is trying to balance, trying to close out this cycle. All right. Let's clarify the Hierophant, please. We have the Hierophant on the deck. The Hierophant is a very strong individual, which I think is, well, firstly, it's an earth sign, talking about being sure of yourself, very sturdy, very stable, grounded, and just very stubborn and strong about what you know, what you believe, who you are, having gained wisdom from this situation and making appropriate changes so that you can further your life experience. I mean, this is a person who is devoted. This is a person who has commitment. This is a person who invests, okay? And so I think this idea is coming to you. This knowingness is coming to you this week, just as we were saying. The Hierophant also denotes marriage, so love, connection, spiritual union, also principles. It's the principality of philosophy or religion. And so, this person through life has to really learn, okay, the ways of what they believe, act appropriately, kind of show up in the way that they preach. All right, and we're going to get some more information on this, because some of you could be leaving a marriage, or some of you could be leaving a relationship for another. We have the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like you guys may have something, okay, on the side, or someone does. That's not for all of you though, okay? I almost hesitated to say that, because this already, it seems like a third party situation, but it may or may not involve marriage. That's too many. That's too many. Please clarify the Hierophant. I'm going to shuffle again. My cards are getting overwhelmed, you guys, and I'm talking a lot. So there's a lot of information here for you guys. But I hope you can get the feeling over everything that I'm saying. The feeling of knowing or becoming grounded, working out a strategy, leaving a situation, really kind of, I'm hearing pulling your weight. Like, if you want something, you got to go for it. You know that, Virgo, and maybe there will be a point this week where you no longer can just wait and see, or just continue watching, or, like wanting answers or validating your hunches. It's like something, will feel undeniable, I hope. You will feel sure of yourself is basically what I'm saying. But my cards are overwhelmed, and they're wanting to talk a lot. They're wanting to give you all kinds of information. And so you could feel like you need to seek, like you're needing to seek, okay, information to prepare for whatever this strategy is. All right. Finally we get there, you guys. Finally we get there. The energy is ready. And they want to talk. All right, Six of Swords and Page of Cups. Okay, you guys, you may be dealing with a Taurus or someone very stubborn. Okay, you could be committed to this person. You could be married to this person. You could have real estate with this person. You could share a home with this person. for whatever reason, I feel like this is what's stopping you. This is what's stopping you, because when we have the Page of Cups in reverse, it's typically lacking sincerity, emotional welfare. It's very naive, kind of toying, toying energy with someone's emotions, not being fair, not apologizing, feeling no reason really to show compassion. Because truly a page is a child. A page is a child. And so there could be a child involved where, you may care for this child and you may be responsible for this child, and yet you don't feel the same way toward your significant other, which happens all the time. So this is furthering that sort of the ball and chain. Okay, this is maybe the reason why you can't leave. But some of you may not have those sort of ties with this person, and this is just simply saying that there's no offering of love. There's no offering for an apology. You're not going to feel more connected to this person by the end of the week. In fact, I think you might feel more empty or further away, because this energy wants you to recognize your truer feelings and really kind of be honest and upfront about them. Not hide them. Treat them as if they were your religion. Treat them as if they were your religion. Very, very specific energy. Okay, so the reason that you're not moving forward, maybe because you're not taking the information you have seriously, maybe you're not taking your feelings seriously, or maybe because this person has been treating you the same way for so long, you've sort of learned, not to listen to your instincts or your intuition. Either way, okay, some of you could be involved with a water sign or an air sign, okay? And then we also have the Three of Wands in reverse. So this is missed opportunity. This is missed opportunity, and it does feel really unfulfilling. It feels kind of like I'm waiting for my ships to come in, but yet, that moment feels like it's not ever right. And I heard this saying the other day, like, if you wait for the right moment, it will never come. It will never come. And that is the bare bones truth of this situation, is that if you wait to execute something perfectly, first of all, perfect situations, perfect results, perfect people don't exist. And, the perfect outcome doesn't exist either. So you may as well drop those expectations. But if you're waiting on your ships to come in, or if you feel like there's not enough opportunity for you to step out into, this could be a major hindrance. And it's actually feeling just really simple-minded, like maybe, and I'm sorry, Virgo, I don't mean that you're simple-minded. I just feel like you're stuck for reasons that really aren't true, okay? And so I'm trying to kind of show you that the paradoxical energy that you're in, because it's not true, and that you're maybe missing opportunities because you're waiting too long, or that you're waiting for the perfect moment, and that perfect moment may or may not actually come. And I feel like you're just waiting maybe to not disappoint a person, or there may be 3 people involved and you don't know which way to go, but this situation is really draining. I mean, I feel drained, you guys. I know that you feel drained. I know that you feel drained from this. But yeah, I would say to just not wait too long, because that opportunity there, it's not going to build or get any better. This situation, it's not going to build or get any better. Someone's being a little too stubborn. Someone's wanting things to be perfect before they move forward and be just so, I'm getting this just so very delicate kind of energy. But your overall advice is to just seriously, Virgo, this is not a situation that is intellectually resolved, okay? It's an emotional situation, and you could be just avoiding the emotions here. You could be avoiding doing the right thing or doing what you think you should do here. Okay, overall energy, please, for Virgo. Overall energy for Virgo, please. Okay, we have 3 cards. Whoa. Whoa. Virgo, huge, hard-hitting, heavy hitter cards. Some of you are coming towards something that is pretty distinctive. And like I said in the very beginning, it could be life-changing. It could involve children. It could be a decision that you've waited on for far too long. But now it seems like it is the opportune time. Something of a illumination has happened in your life. Something is illuminating through your mind and through the wisdom you have, or through the information you're equipped with now. And look at that, the 10 of Cups. Okay, so this is an affirmation to say, look, you're not going to just leave your happiness behind. Virgo, I feel very strongly that you haven't even discovered that happiness. At least you haven't had it for a long time with this person. You haven't had it for a long time with this person, and it may just be time to be honest and take undercover action so that you can have what you really desire. And maybe it's just this process that you're going through this week of finding out what it is you desire. Okay, and that can be really important too, because this is a very emotional card. It is very emotional. It's about how you want to feel, maybe in the future, long term. You know, who that will involve. What does it look like? How does it smell? Where are you at? Where do you live? You know, is there laughter? Is there joy? Do you have 2 or 3 cars? Do you live in a villa or a townhouse? You know, what kind of trees are outside? Like, you're actually, with this card, a little bit of a designer of your future, okay? Because whatever this is, this is where it leads. And you've got to know, this is where it leads. Return of the soul. Water is very soul level. It's very spiritual, okay? And you can't really describe it without feeling, okay? So this is the happy wife, happy life. But it's not boring. I think a lot of you may be stuck to this queen because you think, oh, well, she keeps things interesting, or she's lively, or she's feisty. But oh God, look at where that leaves you. That feels very unfulfilling. That feels very unfulfilling. So for whatever reason, if you are connected, I do see family here. I do see a community. I do see family. I do see a relationship. I do see children. And potentially marriage. So some of you, it could be a bigger decision that you're coming to this week. But it's this feeling that you can't let go of. It's this feeling of almost urgency because of this cycle that's coming up. You know it's bound to repeat. And maybe it has something to do with your birth date. That's what I was saying in the beginning. Maybe it has something to do with your birth date. Maybe it has something to do, and I don't want to put that out there. Nothing bad will happen, you guys. Remember, this is going to be by your choice. This is going to be by your choice, and it's going to happen whenever you choose. There just seems to be a window here. There just seems to be a window for insight. There just seems to be a window to understand yourself, your needs, what you want, what will make you feel better now. Okay, so then we have the World. I think some of you really are closing out a cycle. I mean, I swear by that. I say that so strongly. Some of you know that this has to end. Some of you know that you have to leave, where others of you are discovering that this week. So take it as it resonates, you guys. But the World is the Capricornian energy, could also be Virgo, Libran or Tauran, Venusian energy of beauty, luxury, finer things, and even more sincerely, love. Okay, this is the metaphorical symbol of Aphrodite. And so Aphrodite is all about beauty and sincerity, love and trust, all of those really lovely feelings. And it feels like you haven't been experiencing that so much in the past. Okay, so this is a cycle that you are truly wanting to close out, and for good reason. And look what kind of affirmation we have to that. Death. Huge. It's a huge cycle. It's big. It's important. It's meaningful, you guys. Even more specifically than important or serious. I mean, those words just don't carry over what I'm feeling. But it feels important to you. It feels meaningful to you. Okay? So try to stay with that energy this week. Try to stay with that energy this week, because when death comes to a relationship or to a situation, you got to know that when you're transformed, it's going to be, I mean, look at these butterflies going into the cocoon so that you can transform your life, Virgo. I think that's a very powerful energy. It is a very powerful energy. Let's get an animal wisdom card before we wrap up. Queen of Swords, truth and clarity, okay? Again, with this unicorn and the maiden, cutting to the point, not fluffing it, not really even discussing it potentially, because as I see it, some of you could be involved with a person who is just not going to understand. They're not going to get it. They're not going to let you go easy or whatever the case may be. It's just like, keep it short and simple, to the point. Don't overinflate, don't gush. You know, because this Queen of Wands, I mean, this is the only queen that came out, and it feels like you're involved with someone very significant who has temper tantrums, who has emotional outbursts, who plays the blame game, who points the finger, and they know how to poke at you in just the right spots. And so again, Virgo, undercover action, stealthy movement may be your best approach. Please show me what I need to see for Virgo. Please show me the animal totem that Virgo is working with this week. Please show me the animal totem Virgo is working with this week. Wow. Wow, Virgo. Ram! Okay, so some of you could be involved with an Aries. I mean, this freaking lady has tried to consume the whole reading, even despite all of your emotions here. They've wanted to just gobble up all the information and just make sure their presence is involved in every aspect, right? I mean, this is like the Ram. Very strong individual, okay? So perseverance, very specifically, you guys. Look at the water behind them, climbing the mountain. I think leaving the situation, you know you might have a little trek ahead of you. I know you may have to pick yourself up, dust yourself off from whatever this situation was or relationship was. But listen, you were built to do this on some level. This is involved in your long-term projection. The mountain, you've got to climb it. You've got to take the challenge on. You've got to do what you know you have to do. Persevere through the obstacles. The obstacles are not bigger than you, okay? And that's a very interesting message coming through. We have cat independence on the bottom of the deck. This says you have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountain top. Never give up, and good luck will follow. This isn't a very comforting card. This is not a comforting card. It's not here to rub your back, okay? It's not here to hug it out. It's here to tell you to get going, to get started, to take on the challenge, all right? This is saying good luck, and you're off, Virgo, and you're off. I want to get one more, you guys. Very interesting. Whoa. Whoa, what? Virgo. Look at what we have. What are the odds of that out of 2 decks? I mean, some of you should definitely look up unicorns. And even further, look at this. Butterflies, unicorns. It's all very mystical, all very magical, all very secret, okay? Pure and secret, not for many people's eyes, not for talking out loud, not for even, discussing too many things. This is all telepathic. This is all the power of your mind. Very, very clear, very clear. Unicorn, infinite possibilities, okay? You are the sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light. Abandon the darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become the legendary. I love that. Wolf, pathfinder. Okay, you guys, so very distinctly, wolves are about wisdom. Wolves are about, well, firstly, it's a predator, right? And so, you're very tactful. You know how to go in for the kill. You know how to use your skills. And that's what I'm getting from this card, is that you are not ill-equipped for this. Whatever the situation is, and however diminished your confidence may be, it's simply an illusion. Use your wisdom here to know better. Use your wisdom here to know better. You have such strength behind you. Release your past and start a new journey, Virgo. Release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a lot that endures. Oh my gosh, I couldn't make this up, you guys. Perseverance, very clear, very clear. Perseverance is your power. Don't let people sway you. I'm serious, Virgo. If I could give you anything to take away, keep your motives, keep your thoughts, keep your ideas, and definitely keep your opinions to yourself. People want to sabotage the strength of your mind. That's where you are so strong this week. Don't let them do that. Perseverance is your secret power. You are doing this in secret, very stealthy, very stealthy. Persevere, Virgo, persevere. You have a love that endures. Beautiful, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching. There is no clarity today. This is your reading. Hopefully I made it clear enough and long enough for you that you got the bulk of information. I will see you next week, Virgo. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.